101.3 TBS EFM Primetime.
If you listen to our program on Friday, you'll have known that Sarah Park is no longer the Seoul City News reporter. She has left, and although we will miss her, we are certainly excited to have a brand new Seoul City News reporter, and she is joining us here in the studio for the very first time. Jessica Lee. Jessica, good to have you on board.
Thank you for having me for the first time. I'm very excited and nervous at the same time.
You don't seem nervous at all. We know you are a polished broadcaster. You've been doing a lot of other things, so this will be kind of a walk in the park, I'm sure. But we do have a lot of Seoul City news to talk about, so let's get started. We're going to first talk about the City Hall right here in the city. Most people know City Hall is where the mayor works, all his administrative aides work. So it seems like a very bureaucratic kind of fuddy-duddy governmental place. But this City Hall also attracts a lot of tourists, interestingly. What would you say are the main attractions?
Yeah. The newly built City Hall, completed in 2012, now provides guided tours and taking participants to various spots around the City Hall. And there are a couple of main attractions that you shouldn't miss. Once you arrive inside of there, you will see the vertical garden, which is entire wall is covered with the whole plants. And this has been listed in the Guinness Book of World Record as the largest vertical garden. It starts on the first floor and ascends all the way up to the 7th floor. Well, next to that unique wall, you would see a massive eye-catching artwork at the lobby called Meta서사 서발, which means a metafiction soul. It looks like a bunch of balloons hanging from the ceiling, but it takes the shape of tornado uprising with the water drops. It is a very symbolic piece of art representing the dynamic and mythical soul. And one more thing that you shouldn't miss is the ancient armament from the Joseon dynasty were discovered during the construction of this city hall. And it's now displayed in the first basement. Visitors are welcome to view both historic relics and the excavation site.
Right, so very diverse, various things here. From the modern things and from, I guess, natural beauty with this vertical garden. And we have, of course, as you say, artifacts from the Joseon dynasty. The building itself, of course, is a very modern, shiny, kind of, I suppose, fancy building. Very different from the old City Hall, the remnants of the colonial period. Do you find it personally, as an opinion, a beautiful building?
Well, I prefer to look at it as a traditional style, but looking to the building, it's like a modern glass-covered architecture, and I think it's interesting enough to bring more tourists, domestic and internationally. So, well...
Yeah, that's actually a point. Maybe the traditional buildings will get some tours, but kind of having something more flashy and modern may actually draw a different group of tourists. And that's really what we're talking about here, not just tourists, but even citizens of Seoul. Are there any places that they can actually use?
Yes, of course. The Citizens Hall, it's located in the first and second basement in the level, and it's a place to listen to the voices of citizens and communicate with them. People are allowed and encouraged to use the space as a venue for concert and wedding ceremonies and lectures, discussion, and even workshop. And any other gatherings, of course. In addition to that, there are several places, including fair trade shop, bookstore, and design market, where the visitors are able to buy some souvenirs. Other places that I would like to recommend to you is 8th floor. There's several small-sized exhibitions are taking place. And 9th floor, there's Sky Scare. You can relax and look down the city view with a cup of coffee.
All right, great. If you had to give recommendations, Jessica, what would you say are the most interesting or must-see spots here?
You have to. You can't not miss the former mayor's office. Visitors are allowed to sit at the old desk where the many former mayors of the Seoul carried out their official duties. Isn't that exciting? And I think it's especially fun for kids who may have a dream of becoming a mayor one day.
Yeah, well, it's a very powerful position, the mayor of Seoul. I think a lot of kids would love to have it. It's also a good romantic spot, perhaps?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, what there is... Oh, actually, the actual surrounding area is a great place to have, I suppose, a date because it is in the center of Seoul. A lot of great places to see. Do you have to make reservations?
Not necessarily. You can participate in the event without reservation, but you have to sign up for the guided tour in advance. Check out the website for the time schedule. It provides a Korean, English, Japanese, and Chinese tour guide service. So visit Seoul.net or call 02-2133-5638 for more details.
Great. We're moving to our second story now, Jessica. New facilities, and this is kind of addressing two different problems at the same time. Conserving, reusing natural water is great. Now also looking at rainwater waste and using it as a resource.
Yes, the Seoul Metropolitan Government, ahead of rainy season, now has been making an effort to save and control the flow of the rainwater. What happens in the past is in September 2010, the Gwanghwamun area experienced sudden rain showers that dropped 100 millimeters of water per hour that caused problems for citizens, including submerged cars and sewer backflow. Because of that, the city has developed and installed 213 small-scale rainwater outflow facilities in the Gwanghwamun area since last year.
So great. What facilities exactly are being installed?
There are 5 different kinds of rainwater runoff reduction facilities installed. The first one is rainwater storage. It's like a detention water tank that collects rainwater for later use of for example, cleaning and landscaping. And the second thing is a rainwater saving pocket. What it looks like is it has a wide upper inlet and narrow outlet at the bottom, and it was actually installed at Inang Mountain Valley. The third one is called a blue roof. It's a basically roof to store rainwater on the top of a building. And it actually expecting to bring an additional thermal effect for the building so we can eventually save some electricity. And other than that, we have a movable rain garden and a permeable gutter. Well, I think these eco-friendly facilities can store up to 280 cubic meters of water or enough to fill 279,000 liter plastic bottles.
All right. We're almost out of time, but we have time for one more story here, Jessica. Good news for working moms who are looking for legal advice regarding their work conditions.
Yes, the Seoul City has been running an on-site labor law consultation at Dangsan Station on the last Thursday of every month from 6 to 9 p.m. since August 2013. And the city has announced that additional consultation site will be opening to Gasan Digital Complex Station in September, as the working mom has been highly satisfied with the service. And this provides various counsel for prenatal and postnatal vacation from your jobs, and maternity leave, and your annual leave, and unemployment benefits, and children, of course, so on.
Yeah. I mean, very important resource. I know you're a busy working lady, not yet a working mom.
Not yet.
Not yet, but soon to be, so this could be an important service. It's great to see that the attorneys are helping out these working moms. How many attorneys are supporting and giving legal advice here?
Yeah, there were only one station lawyer, but as the demand for the consultation has been increased, now the city added one more lawyer at the site, and they are planning to acquire a total 5 full-time attorneys by 2016.
All right. Well, good. Showing that the demand is there. You need more attorneys to help out. Great service. Jessica, for the first time, I think you did a great job. How did you feel?
Well, I'm relieved now.
Okay. Well, we're going to see you again tomorrow. We look forward to it. We're going to take a short break. Our panel discussion is up ahead. See you at 7:05 p.m. You're listening to Primetime.